That don't know what RAP is, we are the Crisis and Suicide Information Referral Line for Genesee, Orleans, and Wyoming counties, as well as the surrounding area. One of the services that we do provide is the tip line. If you would have asked me when we first started how the tip line would continue to grow, I don't think I'd be standing here telling you what I'm going to tell you. We originally started with Genesee, we went to Orleans, we included Wyoming, and a year ago we started with Monroe. For those of you that don't know how the tip line works, it's totally anonymous, it's free. We have an 800 number attached to it, so there is no toll calling barriers. We work with teleinterpreters, so we have access to 154 different languages and dialects, and we work with the New York State Relay Service and TTY, so we can also work with the hearing impaired community. We ask the caller, we don't ask for their name, we don't ask for, it's totally confidential and free. We ask them where the party is, the nearest crossroad, if they know when the party is taking place, they know how many youth are going to be there, if there are adults that are going to be there, do they know what's being served, and what part of the population are there, are they a teacher, are they a student, whatever. Once we're given that information, we have connections to each of the 4 counties of where we are supposed to call, and we relay that information to either the dispatcher or to the operator, depending on the agency that we call. And then they prioritize it and distribute it accordingly. It's been very interesting how we've been getting different calls. We have people that have been calling us with information off Facebook and MySpace, and also it has been working where we've been getting calls from students who haven't been invited to the parties that are going on. So they will call and give us that information as well. In addition to getting just party calls or underage drinking, we have gotten calls from restaurant establishments that are serving to underage, stores that are serving to underage. We actually got a call last week, I lose track of time, but last week or the week before, of a tavern that was serving 12 or 14 underage minor girls. And we called that information in. But in addition to just reporting those type of situations, we also have added every type of information you can think of for parents or concerned individuals that are calling about what if my child or someone is on drugs. We have about every outpatient program, inpatient program, transitional program, support group that you could possibly have, as well as our listeners are trained in how parents or others can talk to their youth about that. In addition, we continue to grow. I had a meeting 2 weeks ago. Erie County has committed to wanting to join the tip line. They have given us their verbal okay. Cattaraugus County has given their verbal okay that they want to join the tip line. Next in line is actually Livingston and probably Niagara County. We're working with them and working out the details. To date, in Orleans County, we have sent out 6,760 pieces of promotional material. We've actually put out, totally for the tip line, 44,478. This tip line is making a difference. One phone call does make a difference. We're getting calls before the party starts so they can be broken up. Also, I would really encourage you to pick up, I put together, as Chris said, mine's probably about 65, and there's about 65 still over there too, packets together of statistics from June through September, as well as a tip line promotional order form, a RAP promotional material order form, and our community services directory, which is going to be coming on as well. If you order the tip line promotional materials, you fax them to us, they're sent to you as quickly as possible, and they're totally free. The more we get the word out, the more difference it's going to make. We even have had people recently that have called that knows that the store had sold to an underage person and called and asked us if they could give us the license plate number and information to that car so that we could contact the police. We had a mother in California who was on vacation that found out her teenage daughter did not agree with the contract that was put to place while she was out of town and was having an underage drinking party at her house while she was in California. She actually called the tip line and called her own house in and her own teenage party in, daughter's teenage party in, of 40 students, and that party was broken up. So this line is making a difference. The best thing that everybody can do in this room is continue to get the line out, to get a visualization. For those that work with youth, it's totally confidential. So the things that you're hearing, do not get back to the youth. We are checking Face Page, we are all the different websites, we're checking those type of things too. So the tip line is making a difference. RAP feels very privileged that we have been a part of it. It is going to continue to grow. Who knows how far it's going to grow. Maybe a year from now we're going to be saying not only do we represent this area, but we represent all of New York State. That's a possibility as well. You never know. Possibilities are endless. But it is helping to address the problem. It is making a difference. And what I say to my listeners all the time, and I don't know, it's an anonymous quote, and I throw this out to you, and many people have heard me say it, but to the world you may be one person, you may only be one person, but to one person you may be the world. And that phone call, the time that you take to make that phone call, or the time that you take to hand out that magnet, may save us from reading about fatalities on the front page of a newspaper about some of our local teens. Because the teens and the youth in our community are one of our most valuable resources. So thank you for being a part of that, and thank you for allowing RAP to be a part of that.